Hi, in this video I want to discuss feedback, what it is and where to find it. So, feedback, what is it? Well, feedback is input I provide to you on work you submitted in the course. In our Business and Personal Finance Edgenuity course, I generally give feedback on the following activities: study questions, unit assignments, and unit summaries. It's important to note that I only provide feedback on study questions and unit summaries if the response provided didn't accurately or adequately address the study question or the summary prompt and was therefore reset. Okay. If you answered the question correctly, I'm not going to give you feedback. It's only if the response was considered incorrect and I reset it, then I give you feedback. So generally, in these instances, my feedback will provide guidance for you. It focuses on an aspect or aspects of the concept that you need to be sure that you include in your response so as to improve your grade. Okay. As for unit assignments, I provide feedback for all assignment submissions. If points were deducted for your submission grade or from your submission grade, your feedback will specify the question, which points were deducted from, and the reason why they were deducted. If no points were deducted from your submission grade, the feedback given will generally be conversational or thought-provoking, meant to extend your understanding of the topic. Okay. So now that we know what feedback is, let's talk about where we find it. So we have a couple places where we look for our feedback. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is feedback in Edgenuity. So I mentioned that there's two places that we generally have feedback, and those are Edgenuity and GradeSpeed. We'll get to GradeSpeed in just a moment. So right now we're going to take a look at how we access feedback in Edgenuity. So, as you know, if a study question or summary has been reset, you are automatically taken to the location of that activity in the content the next time you return to Edgenuity, even if you had moved past it. So let's say you completed all the lessons, all the study questions, you submitted your assignment, and you submitted your summary. And then I went in and I saw that, you had got a 0 on a study question in your lesson 3. And I reset that study question so that you could improve the grade. Even though you made it up to the summary section when you were in there last, since I reset it, the next time you go in, it's automatically going to bump you back to the lesson 3 study question that was reset. Okay? So we're going to take a look at here. In this instance, this study question, I don't know what lesson it's from, but in this instance, somebody had been bumped back, reset. You notice they had done study questions 2, and all of them were correct, and their study question 3 was all correct. But study question 1 needed to be reviewed, so it had been reset. So this image demonstrates how to access your feedback for an activity that's been reset, okay? So first, like I said, notice that the page is opened to the reset activity. Also notice the blue speech bubble to the right of the activity name. So let's see, right there, okay? Oops, sorry, let's go back. That was an accident. Okay, so if you see a blue speech bubble associated with the activity, that means you've been given feedback, okay? So you're going to click anywhere in this blue box, anywhere in the activity to be taken to that activity, okay? So you got to go into the activity first to then access your feedback. Okay, so now you're into the activity page, or it's also called an attempt page, okay, whatever you want to call it. So once you're in this page, now you're going to notice a green speech bubble. Now, I'm not sure why Edgenuity changed the speech bubble color. The only reason I can think of is because, this bar up here is blue. So to put a blue speech bubble on a blue bar, we're not going to see it. So they set it off by making it green. But at any rate, essentially, if you see a speech bubble, regardless of the color, it means that you have feedback, okay? So you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on this green speech bubble on this attempt page to view your feedback. And let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so once we've clicked on that green speech bubble, now we're actually going to get to see our feedback, okay? So in this instance, I've actually highlighted the feedback given to this particular study question. Okay, so I want you to notice that the feedback provides guidance for developing a correct response to the study question. So it says, focus your answers on the three ways to increase productivity, not profit, okay? So, assignment feedback is the same as study question or summary feedback, except that you'll have to navigate through your course to return to that assignment, okay? You will not automatically be taken to the assignment the next time you return to Edgenuity. The images here demonstrate how a student in Unit 3 would navigate back to, so this student is in Unit 3 in a study guide. So this is how they would navigate back to Unit 1 to get to their assignment. So over here on the right-hand side, we see our whole course structure, okay? And of course, we can only access those pieces that we've already been through. So since we're up through 3, we can access anything that was in Unit 2 or Unit 1. So we're going to click on Unit 1, okay? And then once we click on Unit 1, it opens up all of the activities that were inside the Unit 1. And we want to see what the Unit 1 assignment feedback looks like. So we're going to click on that. And then essentially we're just brought back here to the same thing as what the study question example looked like. It's the same, right? But in this instance, since we've moved on, it's gray. The speech bubble is gray. But like I said, disregard the color of the speech bubble. Anytime you see a speech bubble is the thing, you have feedback, okay? So you'd still do the same thing. You'd click the speech bubble. You'd be taken into the assignment page. You'd have another speech bubble where you'd click on it and it would open your feedback, okay? So now we're going to move on to feedback in GradeSpeed. Unfortunately, I can't show you what feedback in GradeSpeed looks like. I do not have a student account that I can access to get images for you from a student's perspective. I'm sorry about that. What I can tell you, however, is that I add notes to any study question or summary that has been reset. Okay? So generally the note specifies the unit number, the lesson number, and the activity name. So if the activity name is summary, it's going to be a summary. But if it's a study question, it's going to specify the study question number, okay, so that you know exactly which one you need to get to. It's going to tell you that it's been reset. And then in addition, it's going to give you that same guiding feedback that I put in Edgenuity. It's just going to be listed there in GradeSpeed, okay? So besides the feedback that I put in GradeSpeed for study questions and summaries, I also will provide feedback regarding assignments that have been submitted by you, but that haven't yet been graded by me, okay? Because I completely understand. I know that parents and facilitators are often in GradeSpeed checking to see your progress, right? And so if you've told them that you've submitted an assignment, but there is no grade there for an assignment, they might be like, well, you know, did you really submit the assignment? I want them to know that, yeah, you sure did. You submitted the assignment. I just haven't graded it. So I will mark a little box that says that it's been checked, turned in, and I will make a note actually that they can see. It says student submitted, not yet graded, just so that they know, you know, you've done your required task. Now I just need to grade it. Okay. So that's all I've got to say in regard to feedback, other than please be sure to use the feedback that I provide for the study questions and the summaries, you know, so as to maximize your score for those things, right? If I give you feedback and you don't use it and you just give the same answer on your second attempt, you're just going to get a 0 for that study question. So if I've given you feedback, be sure to take a look at it and apply it to your next attempt, all right? Besides that, if you have any questions about feedback or anything else, just let me know. Talk to you later and have a great week this week.